Now I'm going to strip down the manifold. Basically just a matter of undoing all the bolts, finding out what needs doing. Never have been done without heat. Look at that. Manifold stripped down complete. Little bit of a fight that was. Without heat you wouldn't be able to do that. Absolutely horrendous, some of those fittings. And when it's finished, managed to get everything off, except we had a small irritation. Everything came off except this sensor. As you can see, the sensor pulled the thread out with it. Well, the sensor's scrap anyway, so the sensor's got to be renewed. It's got to come out anyway. So I'm going to have to get that thread recut or helicored or something of that nature, but it's got to be to the thread of the sensor. So, you know, interesting, eh? The other one at the other end, that came off perfectly. Quite pleased with that, the way that came off. That, yeah, this is the end with the sensor. What a complete dick! I just showed you the wrong end. Yeah, the thread has been pulled out of this one. That one there is the other end of the water pipe, and the thread's in good condition. That's that item there that goes in there. So all of those have got to be cleaned up or renewed, painted. One thing I have noticed on the manifold itself is that that hole there is out of shape. See, that's what it's supposed to be. It's out of shape. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to fill that up with aluminium weld, fill it up with aluminium weld, and then reface it. The rest of it looks like it's okay, and it'll all go again quite nicely. The joy of restoration, because basically this thing had been sitting for a long time. So hopefully. So here is the manifold, fully stripped, all of the bits and pieces ready to be cleaned, painted, polished, renewed, thrown in the bin. Everything now all finally disassembled. Let's see how we get on. So now everything's been sorted out into separate piles. Now this pile here, the manifold itself and the thermostat housing, they're going to go into the sandblaster. They're going to be given a good going over the sandblaster, and I should probably, I don't know yet 100%, but I should probably paint the manifold VHT silver, probably. I don't know yet, we'll have to wait and see. These bits here, they just need to be meticulously cleaned and checked over to make sure there's no cracks or problems. If there is, then they're going in the bin. These bits here, they're just going to be cleaned up and painted to make sure that they look nice. They'll probably be painted, it's a Peugeot grey that I use, just to make them look smart. And oh look, there's a thing there, that can fuck off. These bits here, the blanking plug and the takeoff, will be blued. I'm going to blue them so they'll just come back blued and fitted and looking nice. New gaskets, obviously. These bits here, they're going to go into the plating tank and be replated. Everything A-OK there, nothing too dramatic there. And that, the nut thing that goes on top of the thermostat housing, that is going in the bin. So yeah, there you go. Straight away we're aware that the temperature transmitter is scrap. It's pulled the thread out of the manifold as well. So I bought a new transmitter, and we'll have to get that helicoiled so that it can go back in the manifold. So yeah, there you go. That's the manifold as we're going into restoration. Now I'll do all of those items that I just told you, and then I'll lay them out again on here when they're all done, and you can see how well that come out. So the next time you see this, they'll all be done.
A few moments later.
Here you go then, it's all been done. Look at this. So there's the manifold, all cleaned up, everything's perfect on it now, works absolutely superb, painted VHT silver as I said I was going to. There's the thermostat housing, look at that inside, very lovely isn't it? The pleasure of restoring. There's those two items there. They cleaned up perfectly, no cracks or splits. There's those two blued bolts. There's a few new bits there. Some gaskets, brand new thermostat. There's the bits and pieces that I painted, Peugeot grey. They look really nice. A couple of bits there I painted gold. And then the nuts and bolts, washers, and that little bracket for the servo, that's all been plated So now it's ready to be rebuilt. Then after a little bit of mucking about, bolting everything up, fairly straightforward, just bolting stuff up. Look what it looks like. TR7 manifold, ready to be pressed into action. Once the carburetors are done, I'll fit the carburetors on here, and yeah, be nice, wouldn't it? I haven't put the temperature sender in it because I don't want it to be mullered when it's laid down, so that's still there, and that's going to be put in when the carburetors go on. But yeah, it's good, isn't it? The pleasure that you get when you restore something is much better than watching Netflix or BBC or anything else. The only thing that's better than this is watching YouTube. Restoration bike. So there you go then, that's the conclusion of the manifold. Now the carbs are being rebuilt, and then I shall rebuild the carbs, put them on the manifold, then we'll have a complete assembly, the final thing. So this is the second video, second or third, I can't remember, in the series of TR7 carbs and manifold. Take care, see you soon, and bye.